And good afternoon, folks. I'm the voice of Dog. This is the Red Strings Club by Deconstruct Team. I've played this game before, a few years ago. I got Rockets to play it. I get as many people as I can to play this game because it's very evocative and impactful, and while I can't seem to drill down exactly what affects me the most about this game, I just find it very interesting. Let's begin. We begin with one of our characters, Brandeis, falling to his death. A few days earlier, though, is when the story starts. We know how the story ends, but we have to see how we get there. Did you sleep with her? Nah, she's not into guys. I almost got arrested, but I hacked my way out of the patrol car. So Brandeis is a decker or a hacker or whatever you want to call him in this cyberpunk adventure narrative thing. Donovan is a bartender running the Red Strings Club. We have a group called Proxima that does anti-corporate, anti-government stuff. Or apparently, well, it sounds like they were smoking out a mole in the cops, so that could be anti-cop stuff. But this is very much a Shadowrun kind of setting where the world is run by corporations, super corporations, mega corporations, as if you will. Brandeis needs a drink. Fortunately, we are the best goddamn bartender that has ever lived. Do you see any soul nodes? Donovan's talking some strange stuff. What's he talking about? A muse. Harvester of sensations, I beg of you, bestow upon me your graces. Weave the red strings and guide my hand to tune into buried emotion. So we have 4 spirits here. We got, I think, vodka, absinthe, bourbon, and tequila. We can pick up these bottles and pour them out all over the floor. Now try to visualize the customer's soul. There's Brandeis. Now, focus. At the Red Strings Club, we don't just serve alcohol, we use spirits to tune into customers' emotions. It's about matching their vibes and allowing them to savor, mourn, or contemplate their soul's fundamental sentiments. Try to read into Brandeis' soul. These are the buried states he's carrying right now, the soul nodes. So this is what he's feeling right now, and we can choose to tune into one of these things. We've got pride, anxiety, and regret. Now we bring out one of those dormant emotions. Make the soul disc match with a soul node. That's how you make a drink worthy of the Red Strings Club. Let's go with regret this time. I think usually I go with anxiety, Pride, I think, is just straight bourbon because that just moves the disc up. But we got to mix to get down to regret or anxiety. So let's take down, because vodka is the down direction. It's maybe a little much. Hang on. No, not enough. There we go. And tequila. A little bit of a floater. And then a piece of ice. There we go. And that's how you make drinks. Harvester of sensations, I beg of you, bestow upon my friend some drunkenness. Serve Brandeis a glass of regret, the first choice in the game. Will it affect other things in the game? Probably not, but we're gonna have a lot of other things to affect variables inside the game. Sorry I keep working with Proxima after learning what they did to you. Oh yeah. They may be a little extreme and a little too volatile, but you gotta understand they're good for this city. There aren't many other hacktivist groups that can play on a level field with the corps and the government. Don't ever think I'll be alright with them. If the very savior of mankind broke your knees and poisoned you with an implant-rejecting virus, how hard would you find to sympathize with them? So there you go. Right away, we know what Proxima did to Donovan. Donovan is differently abled because of something Proxima did to him. He cannot have implants in this heavily cyberized world, and he has mobility issues. Meanwhile, that's an android. One, 8, 4. This isn't a Kara android from Supercontinent. They still haven't seen the light of day. They've only been put to use internally at Supercontinent. What's it doing here? Rumors say this is the first android capable of making ethical decisions, examining every single factor in play in the life of any subject. So we've got an ethical android here, an android capable of making decisions, minding emotional status, social impact, economic repercussions, legal risks, you know, just like a human would. How do you know so much about this? So Donovan revealing that he is an information broker and that it is his job to know this. He's not just a bartender, he is a carrier of information. Share the trivial, sell the relevant. We're supposed to be a team. What if someone tries to torture the info out of you? Well, just kill me since I don't have any leverage. Human improvement compromised. Okay, that was creepy. I'm going in. You're gonna connect your neural drive to this fireworks factory? Yeah, I won't go very deep. Just want to check the memory banks. So, we're gonna do some hacking. It's for your own good, sweet cheeks. So, in case you haven't picked up on it yet, these guys are an item, but they're very professional about it. And it's only really when they're alone do they like have any flirtatious conversation. But they're a really good couple, and I like them a lot. We know Brandeis is going to die, though, so that's kind of like the conceit of the game, is that you know this couple is going to be broken up at the end. Hello, world. So, these are the memories, the last memories of Akara 184. The first hour of the game or so is just messing around as Akara, figuring out the plot of the game. Supercontinent Limited, Clinic Division H+ Core, expects you to be an excellent human upgrade crafter. Please familiarize yourself with your work zone until you're comfortable. So we have a new job. Or our android has a new job. What does our android do? This is the pottery disc. You will shape handcrafted limbs and organs for clients. So we are constructing new add-ons for humans. New cyber implants. This is the official H-Core Transhumanist Wiki. With it, you can study the different upgrades and select one to craft at the pottery disc. This is your client queue. With it, you can keep track of clients' progress and post-op satisfaction. Alright. What kind of implants do we have? The Enchantress. Increase your online social network charisma. Boy, do I wish I could have that. Actually, I'm not sure. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't think I need that, in the sense that I don't need an extra 1,000 people watching my streams, because that would just clog up the experience for the, few diehard fans I have. The Vizier. Highly enhances your persuasion skills. That sounds useful. The Godmother. Filters online content to block any type of negative stimuli. Well, that sounds dangerous, but probably helpful for certain types of people. The Prince. Dramatically increases your sex appeal. Okay, well, yeah, it's pretty straightforward there. The Temple. Eliminates the need for social acceptance. Also interesting. The Frog. Nullifies ambition and thirst for power. Boy, if we could just thrust that into a few people, I think we would have a better world on our hands. The Husk. Shuts your social conscience down. I don't really know what that means in this context. If anyone can theorize what that might do, that could be interesting. So I don't know what that means. Oh, your conscience. Yeah, would it make you into a sociopath? I didn't think about it like that, but that if it shuts down your conscience, then yeah. Alright, that's what we got. Let's look at our clients. Camden LaShawn, 21 years of age, cosplayer. No matter what I do, I can't raise my follower count. Please help me. Martin G. Witz, 31, entrepreneur. I need to get more investors for my startups. My ideas are great, but I can't talk enough people into financing them. Victor Atomnio, 28, digital media scholar. I'm so sick of hateful speech on the internet that I fear I won't be able to write anymore. I need my inspiration back. Okay. Let's get a client up here. Let's get to work. Send the clients in. First one coming. Here's our first client. This guy is just hanging on some apparatus. Are you ready to operate? Okay, so this is the cosplayer. So what module do we give our cosplayer? Well, we could increase his online social network charisma. That seems like it'd be a good idea. Let's try that. Let's sculpt an enchantress. This is a block of biomatter. I wonder what that's made out of. You can use the lathe to turn into a useful upgrade. Alright, so let's lathe. Let's do some sculpting here. There we go. The key is to determine the minimum amount of spots you need to like interact with. In this case, it's those 2 points, the square point and the little divot there. All right, we got it. Product complete. Oh, the squishing sound makes you uncomfortable? Yeah, it's very, like, it's biomatter, so it's like, it has to fuse with your skin, because look at how we're going to install it. We don't have an... It says this is the operating theater, but I don't see any things for cutting or anything like that. No, we're just going to cram it in there. Hang on. Now the client will be more popular on the internet. What a wonderful future we live in. But will that make them happier? The overseer asks. What do we have from Martin G. Witts, entrepreneur? He needs to talk people into... Yeah, the vizier highly enhances your persuasion skills, so let's go with that. He needs to talk more people into financing his projects. Carefully just cut out this end. Swish. I actually really like the sound. It's very satisfying. There we go. The vizier. Well done. Congratulations, sir. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish I could have some of these modules installed in me. Squish. Persuasion is a great key to seduce the powerful. And now, Victor Adamnoy. You're sick of hateful speech on the internet, aren't we all? Well... The Godmother filters online content to block any type of negative stimuli. You're not gonna know about anything on the internet anymore. Yeah, this is just uninstall Twitter. This is just a cyber module to make somebody uninstall Twitter. Living is easy with eyes closed. Misunderstanding all you see. Oh, they did it. They did the whole... Yeah, okay. It's a Beatles line. Okay. Now, hang on a second. What are you doing back here? Camden LaShawn, age 21, cosplayer. My follower count went wild, but the amount of haters I've gathered is unbearable. Do you need the godmother now? Can't see the haters. Got blinders on. Ignoring haters won't make others like you more, says the overseer. Oh yeah, this is the good stuff. I managed to get 6 digits in investments, but if I want all my startups to survive, I'll need even more. Keep it rolling. Kill the beast. Let's kill it. Kill it. Kill it. It's gonna give this guy the thing to shut down that part of his brain. I don't know how that worked. That shouldn't have worked. I'm pretty good at this little mini game. Oh. Oh, hang on. Oh, nope, that's definitely not it. Oh, jeez. I'm pretty good at this, I say, as I fuck up everything. Come on, easy does it. Put the square in the square-shaped hole. There we go. Ah, shit, I missed something. Why is that so finicky? I think I gotta go from the top. Alright, well, let's do the stuff I know how to do first. Hang on. Oh. Hang on. Oh shit, it's not what I meant to do. I was trying to ban Harry. Alright, give me the yeah. That shouldn't work, but I'll take it. No, wait, I can't. Alright, here we go. Okay. There we go. The frog. Hello, sir. I've decided that you have too much ambition. Ambition. Free from the blindfold of greed, he may start seeing for the first time in his life. Alright, what's wrong with you now? Talk about irony. Now that I found a safe space, I've lost touch with reality and can't properly criticize it anymore. I need a different solution. Yeah, that might be an issue for you. Let's give him the husk. Oh. Squish. Ah, damn it. Squish. 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 Yeah, so they've given this ethical android all control over deciding what these people need, which is a little scary. Let's Jokerify you. See what that does. Some distance from society's affairs may heal his soul. Maybe that's what it means? I don't know if it means we're Jokerifying that guy. Alright, what's your deal? You're back. My life is really easy without having to deal with cyberbullies. However, I'm still pretty far from reaching the fame of the top cosplayers. You know what? You know what? Let's shut that down. You don't need that in your life. Just make costumes. Oh, we're also freeing oneself from the shackles of ethics, so who can say? Okay, yeah, no, we fucked up a bit. I started selling my used cosplay-themed underwear on my Patreon. It's working for sure, but I'm inexplicably losing my old followers. I think I messed up. We killed his ethics. No, they're just selling gamer underwear now. And it's super popular. Which one haven't I made yet? I don't think dramatically increasing your sex appeal will help. The temple. Okay, eliminates the need for social acceptance. That seems about right. We haven't made... I thought I made this one, but no, we did not make this one yet. Squares are the toughest to get. Squish. Squish. Ah, oh, damn it. It wasn't entirely... Okay. Alright, hang on. There we go. That's pretty green. Hard to get any better than that. That was an excellent job. Get ready for a new batch of clients. In this new batch, you'll have some customers tagged as Supercontinent Limited executives. When a client matching that profile comes, just install whatever they ask for. We're in no position to judge our owners. We can go over the client file inbox. Let me know when you're ready to operate. Let's see our completed jobs. So let's see, the entrepreneur. Until I rid myself of my obsession, I didn't realize that the best things in life are free. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. So we actually made somebody happy by shutting down their social conscience. Oh no, I'm sorry. I sold my computer and went to live next to a lake. I couldn't be happier to have cut ties with this rotten society. Life is too precious. Thank you. That's the husk, yeah. I deleted all my social media accounts. Now I am free. So, it seems like we can only make people happy by getting them to leave the internet. Ariadne keyword 24, fortune teller. The inhabitants of this city stop believing in the power of their souls. Please lend me a way to open their minds. Adrian Ferguson 47, CFO at Supercontinent. I have a crucial merger to negotiate. Hit me up with something powerful. And Joanna Septis 38, COO, Chief Operating Officer. I've been dealing with a serious anxiety crisis lately due to our recent company plans. I need to get a hold of myself. Radica? Holy shit. Wait, this shouldn't be here. Why is it here? What is this? This is from something later in the game. That's interesting. Alright, let's get a client. Whatever, let's ignore that. Alright, Ariadne. The inhabitants of this city stop believing in the power of their souls. Please lend me a way to open their minds. Well, I don't know, that seems like... You want more charisma? Here you go. Have some more online social media network charisma. Oops! Holy shit, Ariadne. From Proxima, that organization. Looks like she infiltrated one of Supercontinent's implant clinics. Akara androids are a secret project from Supercontinent. They're built with a certain degree of conscience that allows them to advise us humans on optimal life decisions with our happiness in mind. The thing is that Proxima managed to purloin an Akara for themselves that have been tampering with their conscience bits. Please go back to the operation belt so I can help you. Beep. I'm in the process of making myself happy. My purpose is to make humans happy. That's a way to put it, yes. The first android capable of making ethical decisions that could qualify you as sentient, you know? They think you're wonderful. I agree with them. In our opinion, Supercontinent is cheating by limiting your options. Like they're making you choose the lesser evil. Consider this an experiment for the sake of society. I'm updating your implant database with a very particular set of choices. We want to see how you do in a more revolutionary setting. Will that make you happy? More than anything. Proxima hacked into the scheduled servers of H-Core and appointed several Supercontinent Ltd executives to come after me, so you can have fun with your bosses. Oh shit. Proxima sent Ariadne to the implant clinic to substitute the regular implants with some disruptive human upgrades. Or should I say downgrades. I told you they're evil. But they scheduled some of Supercontinent's top brass to that specific clinic. So allow me to keep rooting for them. Oh god. Proxima also hacked the Overseer system, so can feel worry in any form, don't sweat it. We're totally under the radar. Isn't what you're doing illegal? Yes. Law and happiness don't usually go hand in hand. Kinda makes me question my faith in your happiness counseling. I have my own set of parameters to measure that. I'm designed to abide by the law while pursuing your happiness. I've never had the chance to speak with a customer. Yeah, these corporate assholes don't usually factor humanity into their equations. So, for Adrian Ferguson, he has a crucial merger to negotiate. But we're gonna give him something new. We're gonna give him the punk, the hippie, or the grandpa. So let's see. The punk induces aversion to corporations and rejection to authority. The hippie highly enhances your empathy and magnifies compassion. And the grandpa renders the user immune to implant effects. Man, that could kill somebody. What do you think? What do we want to do to the chief financial officer of Supercontinent? What if the chief financial officer was super compassionate and had some empathy? Have compassion. To make somebody who controls such a substantial part of the city's money flow become a charitable soul, Christmas is going to be huge this year. Joanna Septis has been dealing with a huge anxiety crisis lately due to our recent company plans. I need to get a hold of myself. What do we do with her? What if we render her immune to implant effects? What if you didn't have any of the advantages you want? I've never used the grandpa before, so I don't know what it does. Damn it. Wonder what this'll do. Judging from her emotional unsteadiness, I bet that wasn't the first psychological regulator upgrade she's had. Shit's flying towards Supercontinent's fan at top speed. Wonder what she's so anxious about. Let's try digging into her neural drive. That doesn't seem ethical. Well, that's what we revolutionaries do. Who defined the rules in the first place? Well, to answer that, I'll have to delve deeper into the meaning and implication of rules. Then I'll be able to determine who should be... Oh boy. You should try talking ethics with your creators, not me. I just uncovered the most fucked up scheme a corporation has tried to pull yet. Supercontinent is planning to transform us all into a pile of smiling, brainless dolls. The project goes by the name Social Psych Welfare. It involves every human being with implants in them. No shit, they've been slashing the prices on implants over the last few years. I read here that currently more than 59% of the population wears some kind of upgrade. But they plan to expand the program to 99.7% of the population by some sort of mirror neuron algorithm? What's that? I plan to execute this on... Wait, what? Who makes the rules? Commitment compromised. Dismissing unit. Fuck. Ariadne is dead. Revolutionaries don't live long. But we do live in tents. Oh no. Are you a revolutionary now? Don't tell me you're planning on finishing that girl's job. Just before she was zapped, Ariadne discovered a pretty fucked up scheme. I mean, fucked up even for a corporation. They're moving into mind control. A system or something called Social Psych Welfare. And it will manipulate implant wearers, so allow me to take this personally. They killed Ariadne just for reading it out loud. Let me dig a little deeper into all this before you try to pull some crazy stunt. Human improvement compromised. Oh, that makes sense now. This game's got a sense of humor. Despite being like really black humor. What do we do with them? A car is an android specialized in empathy, right? Let's have them patched up. I have an idea. Welcome to the Red Strings Club. Sorry, welcome to the Red Strings Club. Let's go over the plan. We have to find a way to infiltrate Supercontinent's offices. Then I'll hack their operation down. Bam. It's like the last stage of the plan, man. First we have to know if all this poses a real threat. What it really means and how it'll affect us in this town. Maybe there's a way to sabotage it without having to send you in. Okay, how about this? You start securing an infiltration method. Talk with your terrorist friends and their ilk, do your thing. It'll take you a couple of days at least. In the meantime, I'll gather some intel and make sure we can avoid what trouble we can. My investigation will determine what course of action is needed. Then, and only then, we'll decide if you go in there. If this happens to be as apocalyptic as you predict, I'll back you up with everything I have. You'll go in a lot more prepared this way, don't you think? A client is approaching the club. How do you know? I'm accessing footage from all recording devices in proximity of the club in real time. You could do that? Told you to make a great aid. I know who's coming. I called a consultant engineer who was recently hired by Supercontinent to work on some new bionics firmware. I've worked with her in the past, and my instincts tell me she's got something to do with all this. Don't interact with the clients unless necessary. Our first customer. Oh, am I that famous? Oh, don't say clients' names. How should I cover this? I told her you were coming. Haha, no. I just told her about the distinguished guest that was coming. Sorry about that. It's alright. It made me feel important. So every client has their own song in the soundtrack, and I like them all. They're all really good. I particularly like the soundtrack of this game. It's kind of amazing. Trans composer, I can't remember her name, but Deconstruct team is a very small team. The composer is 1/3 of the team, and they're really cool. I follow them on Twitter. Jeez, hang on. Can someone get the name of the composer for me? I know someone's got to know. Must be tough facing life without any upgrades, huh? I'm happy. Does that count? Congratulations. Got a light? I'll spare the preamble and guess why you called me. It's because of the dead girl at the H-Core clinic? I know your boyfriend works with those Proxima rascals on the regular and figured you'd want details. And I thought I was the information broker. Damn. What's that info gonna cost me? There's some info I'd like you to get me in exchange. Paula Ruiz, thank you. Oops, sorry. Hang on. No? There we go. Fingerspit, thank you. I was like trying to remember the name of their Twitter account. Yeah. What do you say we start with a drink on the house? Yes, please. It's the real deal. Let's get some info. Remember. So we have a series of questions we need to ask, and we've got a series of clients to ask questions to. What is social psych welfare? What is the mirror neuron algorithm? When do they plan to execute this? What role does Akara play in all this? Why is Supercontinent doing this? Is this legal? Is the government aware of this? Think about whether she's in the right mood to ask any questions before asking them. This isn't a video game. We can't keep repeating the same dialogue again and again. That means when you ask a question, you usually only get one chance to ask it, so you gotta make sure the customer is in the right mood. If you need to change the mood, just serve her another drink and we'll take it from there. Sympathy may draw out confessions, and fear may exploit her paranoia. So we've got fear and sympathy. Let's go with fear first. And a little floater of absinthe. Vodka and absinthe. Delicious. I'm kidding, that sounds awful. Sour. Yeah, sorry. Listen, I'm starting to get a bad feeling about all this. Mind if we do this quick? Alright. What have you been working on lately? Why do you ask? Just nothing, my usual contracts. Why, someone paid you to investigate my projects? Hey, I was just making small talk, relax. Okay, this is the wrong way to do this. Sorry, we better change the subject. What information do you want from me? You'll have to promise me one thing first. Promise me that you won't mention my name when you dig into this. Don't worry about that. I want to know who the CEO of Supercontinent is. Why can't you just look that up? What you'll find online is that Supercontinent CEO is Jack B. Gaynor. But I swear to you, he's vanished. No one's seen him for 2 years. And Supercontinent's strategy has become more and more aggressive. Why don't you ask your employers? Don't you work for them? I can't, Donovan. I'm scared. Let's serve another drink. I don't think we're getting too close with this. Bourbon and tequila. And ice. Uh-oh. There we go. Tell me about Ariadne. So you already know who it was. Well, that's my job. Called you hoping you could tell me something I don't know. Why was she killed? She infiltrated the private clinic that literally advertises its deadly security measures. Supercontinent ought to protect their clients while they're vulnerable. What did she expect? There wasn't any other way to disable her except killing her? The security AI judged her a critical menace to patients' well-being. I worked in the security system myself. Trust me, I didn't witness it, and I'm sure it was justified. Alright. What are the conditions that allow execution? How does the system decide to kill rather than neutralize? If it finds a critical menace to a patient's well-being. How is killing Ariadne a better method of protecting clients than putting her to sleep? You'll have to talk those politics with supercontinent execs, not me. As far as I know, it's meant as dissuasion. If intruders are known to be sedated instead of killed, the security system wouldn't be much of a deterrent. I wonder how that's legal. And I'm sure supercontinent's lawyers have it covered. Switch sides and join the core life, Jonathan. It's always going to be the winning side. And where's the fun in that? No thanks. Feign worry about Brandeis's personality issues. I'm worried about something. Do you mind if we invert roles for a moment and you listen to my problems? Wow, this is new. Go ahead. Alright, we got her in sympathy mode, so this might be good. See, this is about Brandeis. He's always in trouble, but that's not what worries me. Lately, he's been acting moody and depressed, sometimes even aggressive. Oh yeah, that is strange. Guy with so many implants as him, I'd guess he'd have some stress regulators. All of that's making him more and more reckless. I'm afraid one day it'll come to the worst. Hey Donovan, it's really weird to see you show concern so openly. So this must be grave. Listen, don't you worry. I'm really surprised that Brandeis is acting that way. But my work will soon make everything alright. Are you talking about social psych welfare? Shit, Donovan, you already know about that? Who the fuck is leaking this info? I'm just, you know, too good of an information dealer. Probably the only one who knows outside of Supercontinent. So you got it from someone on the inside? No, I never reveal my sources. That's also why you're safe talking with me. So if you already know about the project, you can rest assured. I'm not very aware of the details. Is it safe? Fine, I can fill you in. I'm the director, after all. Here we go. Tell me more about social psych welfare. Guess there's no way back with you now, so I'm going all in. Here we go. The main conceit of the game. What is this all about? It's the greatest revolution in the area of human comfort. We've been working for a long time with designing a system that always keeps the user at their best. SPW is able to tell apart feelings like depression, anxiety, rage, and keep them in check using only the power of your own physiology. It's all natural, no secondary effects. So what we're talking about is a mood regulator, but a cyber mood regulator. Something that keeps you from flying off the handle or going too low. There's usually a wide array of reactions to this. You know, from everywhere between, man, I wish I could have that, to, that's fucking evil and I wish we could burn it down. Won't SPW make you stop being you? Isn't SPW going to affect creativity? Sounds like a mind control device to me. Don't you think it's all a bit unnatural? So we have a variety of doubtful responses here. Is this going to affect creativity? I hope so. Excuse me. Depression as a source of inspiration is just an unhealthy myth. Maslow's pyramid, baby. To achieve self-realization, to fully embrace creativity, you first have to be at peace. I don't know about that. I think in my creative days, I think some good has come out of my lowest points. You don't have to be depressed to write a dark tale. That's maybe true, but not for everybody. You don't have to hate to draw violence. That's probably, I hope that's true, actually. Art is emotion through the filter of calm focus, she says. Okay, but what experiences is the artist supposed to distill if they haven't felt anything before? Oh, but haven't we all felt enough already? Man. I can't deny... Like, I get their perspective. I get their perspective, and honestly, this might be something that I would try out personally for myself if it were available. But, well, we're gonna find out more about this as we go on. There's so much left to feel. And for what? Just to suffer? You're saying that it's justified to let people be in pain just in case they're potential artists? That's a ridiculous oversimplification. We know sweet because we know sour. We know good because we know evil. Removing one side of life's duality deprives the other of meaning. I think Donovan has a point here. In your Occidental way of life, maybe. But the most Zen way to go is to reject dualism altogether. There's no being sad or being happy, there's just being. SPW grants the completeness of a Zen master without the asceticism. Alright, I don't know if I buy that. I don't think everybody is going to... Yeah. Harrison Bergeron, can you, was that a philosopher or a writer? What kind of stuff did he do? I think, honestly, I'm just gonna say, now you're just bullshitting me. Oh, a Kurt Vonnegut book, okay. Where exceptionalism is regulated. Okay, yeah. It's honestly my stance, but I guess we'll need a couple of extra nights for me to fill you in on Zen philosophy. Went from no anger, no depression, to no happiness either, and Bergeron literally breaks all of his restraints and feels everything. Well, it sounds dangerous, but also liberating and interesting. Or at least the part of it that's convenient for your brainwashing brochure. Okay, easy now. Won't it make you stop being you? It's not going to affect individuality. It's only natural to be scared at the prospect of unlimited happiness. But this is less intrusive than the average antidepressant the city's inhabitants swallow every day. So you're saying that removing an important part of our mood spectrum isn't going to change our personalities? I didn't say that. It will help us access our better selves. Or do you enjoy being sad? This is also a difficult question. But I know what Donovan would say. I definitely know what Donovan would say, and that's he would not want to lose his sadness. Donovan wants to experience the full spectrum of emotions. And I can kind of understand his perspective on that, because feeling sad about something, to me, means that feeling about that thing meant something. More or less. I didn't say that in the most elegant way, but... if you're sad about something, it's because it affects you in a way. Yeah, I don't think Diana's argument is all that good. Until we are free to hate what is hateful, we cannot love what is lovable. Interesting. Sadness is not ugly, Diana. I've been bartending for a couple of decades now. I've gotten to witness innumerable forms of sadness right there where you're sitting. And it can be a beautiful thing. It's moving, it draws us all together, keeps us thinking, wishing. So you actively working to suppress it just feels like a crime against humanity to me. Wow. I'm not ready to debate such poetry. Give it some thought, please. Diana doubted herself. This sounds like a mind control device to me. That's quite a stretch. Isn't unhappiness what drives us forward? What you're selling sounds like the worst kind of conformism. No one will ever be willing to fight, to rebel, to disrupt our world. It's pretty convenient for core and government alike, isn't it? The fine print of eternal happiness is absolute obedience. Emotional deadening denies you the ability to feel anything, just suppresses things under the surface, and makes regulation and catharsis impossible, since the memories of trauma can't resolve and heal. Okay, that's an interesting thought. So you think SPW is pretty scary? Yeah, I would imagine, yeah. It's the kind of... It's like... it's really hard to say, but it's the kind of thing I would resign myself to... I think, out of desperation with my own situation, I think. It doesn't mean I think it's right, but I think it's something that I would do given the option. Don't exaggerate. I'm using SPW right now. Do you see me as a harmless lamb? I don't think so. How can you know? I feel better than ever. See, you're wrong about unhappiness being the greatest motivator. The best goals are born from joy and love. I don't blame you, you've always been a survivor, but those days are almost over. I don't want to sound delusional here, but SPW is fucking worldwide peace. Can't you see it? Excuse me, but no, I can't see it. The world needs disagreement to keep evolving. World peace just means eternal slumber. Let me start you right there. Let me stop you right there before you start making a plea for war. Only that you just said world peace is bad for humanity. Alright, this isn't going anywhere. Let's change the subject. Don't you think it's all a bit unnatural? Now you're talking like an old-timer. You know how many times that argument has been wielded against progress? This is not the same. Don't treat me like some senile grandfather. This is not the same. I'm sorry for you, Donovan. You'll just have to accept you're not that young punk anymore. Every man eventually reaches a limit where change becomes something to fear. This is not the same, they cried against human upgrades. This is not the same, they cried against gender calibrators. Oh man, can we get some gender calibrators up in here? Can I calibrate my gender? There are lives for whom SPW will just make them bend the knee to abuse. Yeah. It was not a good line of questioning, you're right. Okay, stop it. You do get my point, do you? Alright, I'll drop that. I've had enough SPW for today. I'm really excited about all this. Sorry you're not a fan of it. But just accept it. This is the future. No. The present. Don't let it get under your skin or it'll ruin that fragile, handcrafted happiness of yours. Okay, last question. But do we ask it under sympathy or fear? Why do you want to know about Supercontinent CEO? Do we switch to fear on the last question? That's the question here. Sounds like a fear paranoia thing. Okay, we got 2 votes for fear. Let me fix you this drink you didn't like in the first place. Alright, yeah. Little floater absinthe. Oh. You know what? Let's splash some bourbon in there. Yeah. I love this game. Are we done? You mind me asking why you want to know about Supercontinent CEO? Jack B. Gaynor has been supplanted or something. He's still on the record as the official CEO. But everything's changed so much that I'm sure he can't be in charge anymore. I'm afraid for my life, Donovan. The Proxima girl, even if it was accidental, hasn't been the first death in the last few months. Alright, we're getting stuff here. I've always loved Supercontinent's goals and motto, fighting for social welfare. And it's weird because they're still doing that. It's only that now they're doing it at any cost. What do you mean by at any cost? They become heartless in some way. A lot of brilliant employees have been dismissed with little reason. They're squeezing us to our limits and pushing aggressive deadlines on us. Like they have a big agenda that they need to execute at any cost. Jack B. Gaynor wouldn't have allowed that. I'm starting to fear for my own life, Donovan. That's not healthy. Wouldn't SPW regulate that, though? Huh? The thing that you're under right now? You're afraid stress could put you on the verge of suicide, or that'll be deemed a hazard to the Corp's mission and be put aside. So you're afraid they might knock you off, but you're still on their side? At Supercontinent, we all believe in the cause. I'm not going to give up. On the contrary, I want to put them back on track. I know that years of frustration from being handicapped by the humanity the competition lacks. Wait, hang on. What is she saying there? Years of frustration from being handicapped by the humanity the competition lacks. So she's a contract engineer. So she's worked for a bunch of different corporations. And Supercontinent is supposedly the most humane one, which is a little scary. Can lead you astray. I've been there. The sweet temptation of ruthless pragmatism. But we do have to take care of each other. That's why I'm coming to you to save Supercontinent. Oh my god, yeah. I'm on SPW, but a bit of vodka and absinthe completely overrides it. Well, the red strings are far more powerful than SPW, that's for sure. It's magic vodka and absinthe, yeah. So you won't help me? Oh, I will. I like you. I just hope you're ready to face the music when they disappoint you. If I hadn't removed the part of my brain that processes love, I'd swear I'd fall for you every time. Why did you have to do that, Diana? Just alcohol, I swear. They're not artificial, they're just upgraded. Okay, Akara, listen. Never again say a customer's name. Why not? Because it makes them feel uncomfortable and paranoid. The Red Strings Club is a haven of sorts. My clients value their anonymity. Get any insights? I don't see an easy way to properly communicate them, so I'd like to propose a game. Transmitting the vast amount of data I've gathered from your conversation with Diana is impossible, so I've designed a process to let you reach your own conclusions. Going to ask you a series of questions, 10 to be exact. Alright. If you get 7 out of 10, I'll give you a new skill. Did they use the AI of an RPG villager to build you? Can you do that? A game without reward proves to be very dull. And yes, I can grant you something to improve your bartending skills. Why, just give it to me. I'm designed to make you happy, a much different thing than granting your every wish. Shall I begin? Is Diana physically attracted to you? Wait, what? What kind of question is that? And how am I supposed to know? Just answer the questions, I know what I'm doing. Is Diana physically attracted to you? Yes. Is Diana 100% loyal to Supercontinent Limited? No, she has doubts. Is she proud of social psych welfare? Yes. Would Diana be happier without the effects of SPW? I'm not so sure. I think the answer is no. I think SPW is working out really well for Diana, but that's just because it's something very particular to her, for her. She says she's happier with it. Does Diana know about the mirror neuron algorithm? I'm gonna guess no. Because I don't think she does. Who is the person that Diana most admires? Herself? It's the previous CEO? Is that the correct answer? He wouldn't have done this. Yeah, she liked the CEO. Okay, she liked Jack Begainer. Okay. Alright. I don't know if I usually get this question right. Regarding your bartending, what spirit does Diana enjoy the most? I think it might be bourbon. Yeah, up would be bourbon. I'm gonna go bourbon. Did Diana lie to you during your conversation? I don't think so. I don't think there were any lies told during this conversation. What is Diana's greatest fear right now? Probably supercontinent. She seems to be afraid for her life. Is social psych welfare as bad as you thought? This one I can't fail since it's my opinion, no? Maybe. It's as hard as not lying. Is it as bad as you thought? I think this one's pretty easy, honestly. Like, yeah, it's not mind control, but it should be optional. And that's the problem, is that it's being introduced as not optional. It's being introduced under the radar without people's knowledge, and that's real fucking shady. Nowadays, you can have whatever psychoactive drugs you want. Becoming a smiling bastard should be the decision of the implant wearer. This silent update is a crime no matter how you look at it. Okay. Did I pass? Alright. Good job, chat. You got 9 out of 10. Sounds a little condescending, but thank you. What did I win? I'm going to produce a short-span memory resetter for you. Is that a cool name for a shot? No, one of my abilities is to synthesize psychoactive drugs. The system was designed to deal with emergency anxiety crises and such. I can widen its purpose, though. Oh yeah, this is mildly unethical. So, we can reset somebody's memory now by roofing them, basically. No, it's not ethical, but we're not doing ethical shit right now. So, basically, this allows you to reset the dialogue tree. That is the, that sounds crazy and a bit immoral. Aren't you manipulating them with your drinks? Thought this would be helpful. Oh, you got me there. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. How much of this can you produce? Not much. Okay, a new client is approaching the club. We're at about an hour and a half, so let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our next client. Okay, thank you for waiting, folks. And as always, thank you for watching today. If you're not already following me, the Voice of Dog, feel free to do that because it helps me out and I appreciate it. And yeah, slipping somebody a memory resetter is totally immoral, but we may need to do it for our purposes in-game. It's not something I always use because I don't know how to use it, really. Nema Kos, 34 years old. She's a corporate lawyer at Supercontinent. She's been shadowing Diana. Oh, this may be troublesome. Do you want me to drive her away? Can you do that? I could send a fake emergency meeting request to her phone, for example. Your skill set begins to seem uncanny. Here's probably my favorite track in the soundtrack here. Absinthe on the rocks, please. Welcome to the Red Strings Club. I'm afraid I can't just serve that to you. This is not your usual bar. Here, you tell me how you feel and I fix you a matching drink. I see. Then I feel like asking you a series of questions regarding why you're prying into my client's business. How dry. You must be a lawyer, no? I'm here representing Supercontinent's interests. What was Diana's business here? Hold your horses now. Apart from serving drinks, I'm also an information broker. Does anybody say I feel like an absinthe on the rocks? That sounds like not a thing. Don't you pour it over don't you pour absinthe over a sugar cube or something? Like, there's a very specific preparation for absinthe. Yeah, it's a whole ritual. Absinthe on the rocks is foul. It's true. Absinthe is like very licorice heavy taste. Here's my deal. You ask as many questions as you want, then I get to ask that many questions myself. Unlike you, I won't be able to disclose any of my clients' sensitive information. Yeah, I definitely do not like fennel or anise as a flavor. Shall we commence business? What was Diana May's business here? Now, we told her that we weren't gonna rat her out. She's an old friend. She pays me a visit now and then. We had a drink and caught up, that's it. Please at least have the decency not to lie to me. I won't lie to you either. If I can't disclose something, I will clearly specify so. Except that was the truth, Miss Kos. Friendship might sound alien in your world, but we still keep loving each other at street level. Kept Diana safe from Nama's inquiry. Next question is about the Proxima organization. They've been making trouble for my client lately. I'd like to know exactly what Proxima's got on Supercontinent. Interesting. We could lie and get into the CEO. We might be able to get some info from that. I'm gonna go for it. If you know what I mean. From what I've heard, they found some pretty juicy stuff. What? That can't be possible. Can't wait to get my hands on that info, to be honest. Those are just some unfounded rumors. But if you happen to get a hold of that intel, we will gladly pay you a hefty sum if you come to us first. Didn't know you were that into rumors. Next question. Where is Joanna Septis? What? Where is Joanna Septis? You're saying that as if I should know her. What a poor information dealer you are if you don't even know Supercontinent's chief COO. What's the matter? Is she missing? Forget about it. New fact, she's missing. The person we installed the grandpa implant into is missing. My turn then? You get 3 questions. Can't have you sitting there without a drink, though. This is a club, after all. We have ambition, stress, and remorse. Let's give her what she wants. Disgusting. So I got my absinthe on the rocks in the end. You really know your game, though. This is the best glass of absinthe I've ever had. She seems to be power drunk. Time to attack. Alright, we get 3 questions. Yeah, we could ask these 3 questions and then roofie her, and then ask another 3 questions. We could ask 2 questions, roofie her, and then ask 3 questions. I hate that we're saying we could roofie her. We could use the memory resetter. It still doesn't sound good, man. It just does. It sounds bad. It sounds bad. There's no way around that. Alright, power drunk, you say. Tell me more about social psych welfare's legality. I still can't imagine how you convince the government to buy into it. Are you really that naive? This is a joint effort with the central government. And its legality is quite simple. Every implant user signs a contract before acquiring any upgrades. You sign the terms and conditions. I've read that contract and I've read that point, but it's supposed to be there to ensure a stable mind-body environment, so the wearer can avoid conflicts with their upgrades. Yeah, and the Ministry of Health has determined depression, anxiety, and such to be serious social hazards. Wasn't that supposed to be so the state could cover treatment for such afflictions? Exactly. It also poses a threat to the proper functioning of our clients' upgrades. Listen, Donovan, it's quite simple. When you use hardware developed by a corporation, you also have to comply with the firmware. You have to update your iPad, your PlayStation, and nowadays even your microwave, just to keep them working. This is one step further, and it's duly specified in the terms and conditions of the update. But nobody reads that. When you agree, you state you've read and understood the terms and conditions. Plus, you can always decline if you don't like the new firmware. Yeah, and render the implant obsolete in the process. Hey, nobody is forcing anyone to wear upgrades. There we go. So it's legal, despite all sense in the matter. Oh, hang on. Jailbreak my depression so I can keep running a cracked version of Photoshop. Ugh. The future is now. Serves me right for trying to reason with a corporate lawyer. 2 questions left. Stress. Stress and remorse. Remorse. Let's tap into remorse and ask about Joanna. What am I doing in a bar at a time like this? So, this game is very subtle with its pixel animations. You notice now she started twiddling her thumbs. What's the deal with Joanna? It's only natural she's missing. I'm only sharing this because her life might be in danger. Otherwise, I would never break attorney-client privilege. She had a breakdown this morning at the office. She started to scream and collapsed on the ground. Oh man, we really did a number on her. The first diagnostic suggested that for some reason her implants all shut down at the same time. An ambulance took her to her closest clinic, but apparently during the trip to the clinic, she broke free and ran away from the paramedics. Oh, that's crazy. Maybe someone hacked her implants? That's a possibility, yes. So you see how sensitive this matter is. You have any info that could help us? No. Just no. Oh man, so she is not doing that well. I feel bad. I feel a little bad. It's a lot worse than just giving her the hippie. Stress plus amnesia. Alright, now that she's stressed out, why didn't the CEO tell me about you? How do you know our CEO? Are you talking about the CEO of Supercontinent? She didn't come to this dive, did she? Wow, dive? Really? Sorry, I just find it terribly shocking that you've dealt with Radica and I've barely even seen her. Plus, she shouldn't be visiting these kinds of places. Why not? She's not a baby. Barely. Did she come by herself? We always meet alone. I'll let the board members know immediately. Slow down. Why is this such a big deal? I'm done with this topic, and I'll make sure you never get to see Radica again. Wow. Okay. What the hell is the matter with this Radica girl? Diana seemed to be right on the money with this. Stress. Will everything be ready for the unveiling of SPW next week? Lie. Fuck me, it can't be next week. That's what my people on the inside told me. Those clowns from marketing are going to hear from me. We're always cleaning up after them in the legal department. A couple of my journal friends already know. Seriously, are they already on that phase of Gene's psych? Gene what? Marketing's stupid name for the press operation. Forget about it. SPW's new marketing project, Gene Psych. Last question. Alright, let's give her one more absinthe on the rocks here. Sorry. Sorry. Just getting absinthe everywhere. Delicious. Watch this cool bartending trick, just spill absinthe everywhere. Alright, who's the highest authority on SPW? What do you mean? If I sought to change someone's mind regarding SPW's direction, who should I speak with? Why should I tell you that? Uh-oh. I don't know what the answer to this one is. This may not be the proper way to attack this. What do you guys think? Meaning you don't really know. I think she does know, and that's the thing. We need to get it out of her. Because you're not that bad doesn't really seem like a great answer. I don't know, maybe 2? I'm leaning towards 2. Yeah, not that bad seems like the worst option, because then she's gonna be like, well, you were wrong. Not that bad might have worked during regret, yeah. If she's power drunk, she may respond to 1. Okay, Yeah, alright. Let's see. Meaning you don't really know. Shouldn't expect that much from a lawyer, after all. You're not there to call shots, you're just there to execute them. Sorry, next question. Wait, I may not be an executive, but I certainly play a critical role in assessing the viability of any project. Us lawyers can enable or truncatate their plans. You telling me you could truncatate SBW now? Not at this stage, no. Who then? Roles of responsibility and hierarchy are pretty blurred between the executives. Names. Joanna Septis or Francisco Cottonette could. They're CEO, COO and CTO. Chief Operations Officer and Chief Tech Officer. Adrian Ferguson has a lot of pull on the project too. Oh, we gave him an implant too. Well, I'm afraid you've run out of questions. As the music fades and our second interrogation comes to an end. I've got too much to do tonight, so goodbye. Sure, go spread law through town. You seem to be enjoying yourself. So just in case, I'll inform you of the current situation. Supercontinent is going through turbulent times right now. That's good. That spells change for a company. I've seen it many times. But in the process, there's usually a trail of casualties. The way you're playing right now, you've got a ticket to become one of them. Be warned, Mr. Bartender. Didn't know corporate lawyers when they were in business of extending such stylish death threats. Ha. There are many fates worse than death when up against corporate law. Have a good night. Thank you for coming. See you next time. Okay. So, quiz time now? Seven out of 10 or more earns me a prize, right? Go ahead. Is Namakos a psychopath? Wait, you aren't going to ask me if she was attracted to me this time? That's irrelevant for Nama's case. Oh. Wow. She can tell a lot just from that. Oh, you're talking about Danziger. Yeah, Danziger. Didn't he recently go free? Didn't he get out of house arrest recently? Steven Danziger was the guy's name that I think you're thinking of. Yeah, he was a lawyer. A lawyer who was working against Exxon Valdez or whatever, fucking up indigenous land. And he proved a bunch of wrongdoing and, malcontent and what have you. And ExxonMobil, yeah. They put him in house arrest in his own home in New York City for like 2 years. He's been in house arrest. Has not been able to leave his home. And I think recently he finally got the ability to take the fucking ankle bracelet off. What a story. Really scary. Corporate law will ruin you. Is Namakos a psychopath? Snehan thinks absolutely yes. Possibly. What is her top priority right now? Investigate Diana's loyalty, to find Joanna, to assess the danger posed by Proxima. It's one of these two, and I'm not sure which one it is. I think it might be Joanna. Joanna's the bigger fish? Alright, let's go with Joanna. Is SPW in jeopardy? Yes or no? Seems like something's not stable at Supercontinent. If we got a corporate lawyer breaking confidentiality. Can you check who you put what implant in? Yes. We installed the grandpa into Joanna, and we installed the hippie into Ferguson. So I think SPW is in jeopardy. Does Naima know about the mirror neuron algorithm? And I think I know this answer, and I think the answer is no. I'm pretty sure she doesn't, because that's something on somebody else's end. Does Naima perceive you as a threat? I would say yes, considering that she thought it... She thought about... She made a point of threatening us as she left. So, yeah, I would say yes. Is Naima capable of betraying Supercontinent? That's a tough one. I'm leaning towards no. I'm leaning towards no on this one. Don't think so. I don't think so either. Yeah. Is she capable of covering murder for her employer? Well, we do know that Supercontinent... There are some things that she said about casualties, and... She might be capable of that. She might be capable of that. Is she capable of committing murder for her employer? Okay, that's different. I don't think she's capable of that. I don't think she's capable of that. Not committing murder. That's like... Why would you have a lawyer do that, right? Regarding social psych welfare, does Naima believe SPW is a good thing? Uh-oh. I don't know if we got into that. I don't think we got into that at all. I'm not sure about this one. I don't know if she cares. She probably views it as part of her job. If she had to lean on legally how they could do it, as opposed to selling it to you. That's a good answer. I like that. I'm gonna lean towards no. Do you think technology manufacturers have the right to alter their products after sale? Okay, this is an opinion question. If Supercontinent designed, created, and distributed the human upgrades, do they have the right to modify them? As in by adding SPW to them? Among other things. Do they have the right to modify them? See, this is an opinion question. I don't think there's a right answer to this. Yeah, I lean towards yes, but they should be absolutely fucking clear about it. That's just my opinion. Yeah, it shouldn't be high-stakes infringement like what SPW is doing. I'm not necessarily looking for chat consensus on this. It's fine if you have dissenting opinions. That's fine. But definitely, absolutely, be clear about what you're doing. Supercontinent is concealing the fact that something they sold is going to fundamentally change you. Isn't that the normal procedure for all technology? Not really! So you're saying this is the public's fault? I'm not very versed in the human concept of fault. Accepting something without thought is a sign of trust. In this case, I'd rather call it ignorance than trust. People have been indoctrinated over the years to accept whatever updates cores throw at them. So the problem is not Supercontinent modifying its creation, but the lack of education amongst its users. In a free society, isn't education an individual responsibility? Not in my opinion. The powerful educate. Parents teach, schools teach, the media teaches, the government teaches. The issue might be then that you don't agree with what they're teaching. That's beyond doubt, yes. Was that a question or just food for thought? It was the 10th question. Thank you for elaborating. How did I do? 9 out of 10 correct! Hell yeah! Way to go. We got drugs. I think I'm gonna close for tonight. My gut tells me we won't be getting any more clients until tomorrow. Unlike you, I'm able to keep up with my brain. So, meanwhile, Brandeis is with some Proxima people. Social psych welfare is some sort of digital happy pill. And the mirror neuron algorithm is supposed to spread it even amongst... Wait, we don't know that yet. Do we know that yet? I don't think we know that yet. Oh, wait, no, we do know that because that was in the thing that Ariadne talked about. What kind of voodoo is that? Donovan is looking into it. We're pretty much fucked. Supercontinent's private network is inaccessible from the outside. And their tower isn't the kind of place you can just walk into precisely. You left us with a nice farewell present, eh, Ariadne? Sure, you guys want me in on this? I'm not even part of Proxima. For some reason, Ariadne's chosen you as one of her digital heirs, so... just accept it. Yeah, the implants basically produce a mimetic virus that causes it to spread amongst people who don't have implants. That might be the real scary part about this whole thing. Knowledge or determination? I think I'm going to go with knowledge. Couldn't you be a bit more poetic? And look as corny as you two? No way. Okay, release her into the ocean now. Come on, don't be jealous. You can play with us when you're back. Security breach is happening tomorrow. We just started gathering info. We need more time. You sure there won't be another opportunity? Oh, shit. We need to tell Brandeis to look for something. We can look for the director of the M&A, we can find the COO, or we can investigate the CEO. What do we have Brandeis look into? We know the least about the CEO, that's for sure. The CEO is the most mysterious part of all this. Maybe that's because I've played the whole game before. I want to know what caused Joanna to freak out. We know what happened. We kind of know, like... We kind of know that because we disabled all her implants. Like, it was us. That was totally Akara's fault. I'm gonna go with CEO in this case. She started talking about someone named Radhika. You should start there. Be careful, she might be dangerous. Someone's approaching the bar. Why the alarm? I've heard you craft drinks based on emotions. You heard right. I've also heard you deal with information. You seem to be well informed. I happen to be a dealer of sorts myself. I can get you whatever you wish for. There's only one rule. No weapons, no living beings. I also happen to be thirsty as hell. So I thought we could be great business partners, you and I, Donovan. Could really use an exotic supplier. Money is overrated in this city anyway. So this is Gost. And this is actually an artist, a musical artist, in real life. And the names of their moods are their albums, I think. Nope, that's not right. Uh-oh, the glass is not big enough. We can't hold enough liquor. We're gonna need the shaker. One part bourbon, one part absinthe. Yeah, he's a synthwave artist. Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, I hear he's pretty good. There we go. I love that he doesn't pick up the drink. That's really good. The legends were true. You were able to sync the customer's emotions with your cocktails. Can you tell? Yeah, I'm cut from different cloth from the rest of you mortals. Let's say I'm interested in backing your crusade against Supercontinent. You said you can get anything? Do you do liquors? No one's ever sent me for booze, but sure, can do. These liquors I need aren't your regular spirits. Red Secret and Blue Whisper. My master, previous owner of the Red Strings Club, had a couple of bottles, but I haven't been able to get any more since those ran dry. I could work wonders with them. Sounds like an interesting endeavor. Consider it done. I'll be back with your stuff. Thanks for the drink. It just force puts it down. See you later. Ghost is really cool. Alright, folks. We're at about 2:20 in. I don't think I can do this game in one sitting because it is a bit long. It's at least like a good 4 or 5 hours. So I think what I'm going to do is cut it here and leave the rest for either tomorrow or later tonight. Depends on how I'm feeling. I want to thank everyone for hanging out, for watching and participating. This is a game I really like to break out when I'm feeling like thoughtful about certain things, and I like to see people's reactions to it. This is very entertaining for me. We'll come back to this either after dinner or tomorrow evening. So I hope you'll join me for this, for the Red Strings Club. And support Deconstruct Team if you can. They've got a bunch of interesting games. They've got a game that involves a text parser or like a chatbot that is being discontinued because, you know, they need a server to run the chatbot on. And apparently you're supposed to be talking to a god or something. I haven't looked into it, but it sounds really interesting and I may look at that soon. I thought that was kind of a cool idea. But either way, thanks for watching once again. We'll see you next time, folks.